Lily, where did you go? We're leaving in about 10 minutes, so get back here as soon as you can. What? What do you mean leave? Where are we going? To the hospital. We're going to visit Dad today, right? Oh, that's right. Don't tell me you forgot about it. I just remembered now. But I can't go back. I promised to meet my boyfriend at night. So I have to go to the nail salon and hair salon before that. What? I can't believe you. Your dad is suffering from an illness. Did you forget that he's been told he doesn't have long to live? I can't believe you're prioritizing your boyfriend. Sis, what are you so angry about? Your face wrinkles when you're angry. You'll look even uglier than you do now. What? Whatever, just come home. Me and Jaden are waiting for you at our parents' house, so let's all go visit Dad. What? Jaden's coming too? Of course he is. He's my fiancé. I see. That's right. The fiancé's father is about to die. Of course he's coming. Don't say something like that. He's been told he doesn't have long to live. As I remember, he has about a month to live, right? When that happens, it's finally going to bring me a lot of money. I'm happy to get the company, but I'm also looking forward to the massive inheritance. I don't think he'll give the company to you. I don't think you, who's unemployed all the time and depending on your parents, I don't think you can be the president. Here we go again. Are you jealous of me, sis? What? Because what's the point of working when you can live on your parents' money? Being employed like you doesn't make sense to me, you know? And on top of that, living by yourself is such a waste of money. I'm better suited to be a president because I lead a more efficient life. What kind of logic is that? In this era, it's all about how efficiently you can live. Someone like you, a person full of waste, you can't manage a company, can you? You really don't understand anything about management. Despite living with our parents, haven't you learned anything from Dad? I don't want to hear that from you, who doesn't come home very often. Anyway, come back home. We are going to visit Dad. I don't want to. Do you think Dad would hand over the company to a daughter who doesn't even visit him? I wonder about that. Well, that part doesn't actually matter. What? I have a plan. Well then, bye, sis. Hey, wait a minute. Sis, I have some big news. I got engaged. What? So, the guy I've been dating for a long time proposed to me. He said he loves me so much and wants to be married as soon as possible. We're planning to register our marriage as soon as we're ready. Why at a time like this? What were you thinking about getting married when your father was going through such a hard time? Our deep love for each other can't be stopped by a dying father. Sis, I'm sorry. I got married first. Feeling jealous, huh? I'm more surprised than jealous. What? I wanted to make you jealous, so I messaged you as soon as possible. Oh. Oops. My bad. I forgot to mention his name. His name is Jaden. I'm marrying Jaden. What? It's Jaden, your ex-fiancé. I'm sorry, sis. I stole your fiancé. You're joking, right? Why would he propose to you? Because he loves me. It's obvious. No way. He's engaged to me. And you said you were dating him for a long time? You cheated with my fiancé? Exactly. Did you not notice until now? Come to think of it, when we visited Dad last week, you said you were going on a date that night. Jaden went out that night too. He said he was with friends and he came back the next day. Could it be... We were staying at the hotel together. No way. We had a really good date night. Naturally, things got more exciting when we were in the hotel. When I looked into Jaden's eyes, I knew he was serious about me. He said he would leave you and be with me. And just as I expected, he proposed to me last night. I see. I was so happy. My dad will be gone soon. Now it's decided that the company and your fiancé are all mine. What? Why do you think you got the company? You know, Dad has this thing about not wanting a woman to run the company, right? I overheard him telling everyone he won't let either of us be president. He's going to write that in his will, right? Well, that's what he said when we went to visit him the other day. You weren't there, so how do you know about it? Of course! Jaden told me. Dad only has either me or my older sister as his children. So naturally, the next president will end up being the husband of one of us. In other words, the first one to get married before Dad dies. She will inherit the company. Stealing my sister's fiancé to prevent her from getting married. Now I will be the first one to get married. Honestly, it's such a brilliant plan. Are you serious? I can't believe you. I know you've been working hard all this time to gain Dad's approval as the next president, right? Well, that was really a waste, wasn't it? Having your fiancé and the company snatched away by someone you look down on. How does that feel? It's the worst. You and Jaden are both such jerks. Oh my God, you're so angry. But it's not my fault or Jaden's fault. If he marries one of us sisters, he will get the company. If that's the case, it's only natural that he'd choose me, the pretty one, over the ugly one. And the company will definitely do better if I run it, rather than my stupid sister. I will build up the company with him. I'm building a happy family, so you should just stick to your low-level job at a mediocre company forever, sis. Both of you will regret it. Why? I can't tell you now. Why don't you check the will? What? I can't believe you screamed and stormed out of Dad's funeral. What were you thinking? That's my line. Dad said he wouldn't let the woman take over the company, right? Why does Dad's will say that the company should be handed over to my sister? It's not just the company. It also says most of the inheritance goes to me. Why? Why? Your story doesn't match at all. It's your fault for not listening to me. Mom told me, since you married Jaden, you never visited Dad once. And you didn't listen to Mom's advice either. So what? We're newlyweds. We should be enjoying our new married life together, right? Ever since I took away your fiancé, Mom has been lecturing me and nagging me. We were just waiting for him to pass away, so there's no need to visit him. That way of thinking was your downfall. Because I thought Dad wouldn't change his mind. He announced a decision in front of the family. So based on his personality, I thought it wouldn't happen. He's a stubborn, old-fashioned man. But he's not someone who doesn't understand. He's a man who's been president for decades. He knows there are times when flexibility is necessary. What do you mean? Jayden seems to have a huge amount of debt. What? After finding out about the affair, I did some investigation on him, and a lot of things came out. Not just debts, but crimes he committed when he was a student, and his troubles with women. Crimes? Troubles with women? There's no way he'd be involved in such things. Jayden is a diligent guy. A diligent guy wouldn't cheat on his fiancée. That's... After considering everything, I've come to the conclusion that he approached me for money. Now that he knows he can be president no matter who he marries, me or Lily. I guess he chose you, who seem to be dumb. I told Dad about it and asked him to reconsider. And then, Dad promised to hand over the company to me. Oh no! It's frustrating that I didn't see that my ex-fiancé was a terrible person. But I'm glad you took him from me. No way! Jayden loves me. He proposed to me because he loves me more than you. We were bound by true love. Then, where's Jayden now? After Dad's funeral and the announcement of the will, he disappeared. You haven't seen or heard from him since then. You went looking for him, but he hasn't come back yet, right? He just went to the convenience store or something. Of course he'll be back soon. Since he realized he couldn't become the president, did he abandon you and run away? No way! Oh, really? Well, it's none of my business anymore. I don't care. Sis, why are you being so cold? Just because you got the company and the inheritance, you think you're better than me? I mean, why do you get a larger share of the inheritance? Even if there was a problem with Jayden, I didn't do anything wrong, so Dad's inheritance should be divided equally. What do you mean you didn't do anything wrong? What are you talking about when you took away my fiancé? But ultimately, it's good that you found out about Jayden's true color, right? That's a different issue. But do you know when Dad was young, somebody tried to kidnap Mom? You know that story, right? What? Someone tried to take her hostage to demand money from Dad. I've never heard of that story. He was always telling this story to us. You lived with them for a long time, but you didn't know anything about your father. I wasn't interested. What does that story have to do with anything now? In the end, Dad desperately searched for Mom and managed to rescue her. But ever since then, Dad came to despise people who use others for money and those who try to get involved with someone else's lover. What? It's almost like what happened with you and Jayden. Actually, Dad didn't want to give you any of the inheritance. But he left you a little as a final gesture of kindness. You can use it as a stepping stone to get a job. From now on, live independently without relying on your parents. Oh no! We are lucky that our dad is a kind man. If he were like you, only thinking about efficiency, he wouldn't have wanted to leave you any inheritance. Well, he could have just given the inheritance normally. He's so stingy. Are you serious? You haven't reflected at all, have you? Why do I have to reflect? I absolutely won't accept this will. Dad's company is mine. I'll take all of his inheritance. I'll take everything away from you. If you really try that, I'll call the police. The police? You mean you're going to turn your sister into the police? I don't want an insane woman like you as my sister. As soon as you married Jaden and moved out of the family home, your mother gave up on you too. If you don't want to be locked up, you better live a life of remorse at best. Jaden, who had disappeared, seems to have returned a few days later. It seems he ran out of money, and he was after Lily's meager inheritance. Lily, knowing Jaden's true nature, got seriously furious, leading to a heated physical fight. A few days later, they sneaked into the company I inherited. They were caught by security guards, and both got kicked out together. I originally quit the company I worked for, and am now working hard as the president, inheriting my father's position. I will do my best not to betray the expectations of my father, who believed in me and entrusted me with his company.
Emily? Where are you right now?
Huh? I'm with my friends. Why? We're having lunch at this nice Italian restaurant. What do you want?
What? I told you, Rhonda is coming over for lunch today. I asked you to stay home. And you said okay. I'm already at the hospital.
Oh, really? I don't recall. Sorry about that, I completely forgot.
Rhonda can't get in the house. She's crying. My friend saw her and called me to tell me. I'm still waiting at the hospital. Can you go back for her?
What? You serious? I can't do that, we just ordered. I can't just leave now.
What? Please, I'm begging you.
I'll get back as soon as I finish eating. Just tell her to stay with your friend or something. It's only for a few hours.
They got plans today. They gotta leave soon.
Ugh, seriously? And Hartley, you're pregnant, right? What are you doing going out anyways? You should have stayed home. This is all your fault, you know that? This isn't my problem. Figure it out.
What? I'm here for a checkup. Please?
No can do. And listen, this lunch, it's gonna benefit us in the long run.
What do you mean?
These are our neighbors. Being friends with them won't hurt. Who knows when we're gonna need their help? Gotta keep your friends close, you know what I'm saying? You're unsocial, so you probably don't have any friends, but the point is I'm doing this for us. If anything, you should be thanking me. Ugh, whatever. Gotta go, bye! Hartley, we're going camping tomorrow!
Excuse me?
I'm eating with my sister right now, and that new camping park that just opened up, they went there last week. They said it was a lot of fun.
Camping park? You mean the one outside the city?
Yeah, that one. They said it was great. So I made a reservation.
Oh, I can't go though. I'm 9 months pregnant, so...
What? So what? You're not sick or anything. You're just pregnant. Stop complaining, okay? No worries. Bobby will drive us.
That's not my point. Look, maybe next time, okay? You guys can go without me.
No! This is a family event. Everyone needs to be there. And I already made a reservation for 4. I'm not taking no for an answer.
Pick up! Hey! Please, come back! You can't just leave me here!
I had no choice. You're the one that said you didn't want to go. And I can't go home now. Good luck.
What have you done? Rhonda was right in front of us. She was crying, telling you to stop. This is gonna traumatize her. And I've been seeing this for a while now. How can you do this to us? What is wrong with you two?
It's called discipline. You understand what I'm saying?
What?
You heard me. She needs to learn. You're not teaching her anything, so someone has to step up. I taught her a valuable lesson today. You have to treat the elderly with respect.
Seriously? You do realize I'm pregnant, right? I gotta be careful. You know that. Right? I wasn't gonna risk my baby to go camping. That's why I said no.
Whatever. Look, how many times do I have to tell you? Figure it out. You did this to yourself. You gotta take responsibility for your own actions. You understand? This is not our fault. You didn't come because you weren't confident enough to protect your own baby, right? Some mother you are.
What are you talking about? Why should I take unnecessary risks in the first place? Bobby is useless. He can never think on his own. He needs his mommy to tell him everything. I mean, what kind of person abandons his pregnant wife just because his mom told him to?
What did you call him?
You heard me.
How dare you? You're unbelievable. And you're too overprotective of your daughter. That's why kids these days are so weak and fragile. Whatever. I'm gonna tell everyone that you're a terrible wife. I'm gonna tell all our neighbors.
What?
It's true. I always take care of you. But you treat me like crap. And you're always talking behind my back. After this, none of the neighbors are gonna talk to you again. Sucks for you. Oh well, gotta go. Bye.
You almost there?
Huh?
The camping ground. You almost there?
Yeah, almost. It's so beautiful out here. You should have come. And then none of this would have happened. I'm gonna have so much fun!
I don't think so.
Huh? We're here. Don't text me again. I don't care if you go into labor. Bye.
Turn around.
Huh? What the? Is that... Dawn?
Yeah,
What? What is your father doing here?
my dad owns that place.
Huh? You said he owned a golf course.
Yeah, but he started investing in new property.
What? The gates aren't opening.
I know. I told my dad about everything.
What?
That you guys abandoned me here, even though I'm 9 months pregnant. I said I wasn't gonna go because of the baby, but in a way, I was trying to protect you guys. If my dad saw us, he'd flip out, and I don't blame him. I mean, what kind of person takes a pregnant woman out camping? That's why I didn't want to do this.
What? So you're saying you were trying to protect us? Give me a break.
I was. I told him I was okay with this, but I don't know if he got the message. He's probably pissed, though. Well, it's out of my hands now. I'm done helping you. You guys can figure this out on your own.
Hey, talk to your father right now. Bobby went to talk to him, but... just call him, now! Tell him that you got out of the car on your own.
What? But if I remember correctly, you dragged me out.
Oh, stop. Just stop. I was just fooling around, okay?
I'm pregnant. You could have hurt the baby. You realize that, do you?
You're so stubborn. You gotta keep an open mind about stuff. You might have married my son. So technically, you're family. But at the end of the day, you're just a stranger to me, so... If you want to make this right, you better talk to your father.
Family? Give me a break. You make me sick.
Huh?
And I'm not gonna talk to my dad for you. And I'm done. I'm divorcing Kyochi.
What? You're kidding, right?
Nope. I thought I could make this work, but I'm done. No more.
What kind of a mother are you? What about your daughter?
You don't care about her, and you don't care about the baby. And neither does your son. He doesn't give two shits about our daughter. And you two abandoned a pregnant woman in the middle of nowhere. I'm not doing this anymore. We're done.
Wait, hold on. Where are we supposed to live? You can't just kick us out.
Yeah, I can. That house is under my dad's name. And you two aren't family anymore, so I want you guys out by the end of the day.
What? You can't do that! No way! What the hell is wrong with you? After everything I've done for you!
What have you done for me exactly? Refresh my memory. How's Bobby doing?
Huh? He's not back yet.
Looks like he's apologizing to my dad. You should go check on him.
What? I can't do that! Please, Hartley, do something! I apologize! Oh, your father just came and took the car keys! And he took Rhonda with him! He said he never wants to see us again! What are we supposed to do now?
You gotta take responsibility for your own actions. Figure it out. You're the social type though, right? I'm sure your friends will help you out. Call them up. You'll be fine. Dad told his employee to pick me up and drive me home. Then he abandoned my husband and his mother at the camping site. A few hours later, he came back with Rhonda. Rhonda started crying when she saw me. It was such a relief to see her. Then, a few hours later, my husband and his mother came back. Looks like they walked home. They started begging us for mercy. But it was too late. We were done with them. My husband begged me to take him back, but my mind was made up. A few weeks later, the divorce was finalized. They had nowhere to go. They went to stay at a cheap motel for a while. Not sure what happened to them after that. I heard from a friend that they were now living at the park. Anyways, just the other day, I gave birth to a beautiful baby, and my parents moved back in with me. Raising two kids on my own was impossible, so I was really grateful. Anyways, I'm just so glad that those two are out of my life. Glad everything worked out.